Hey, welcome back, my amazing students. I hope you guys have this big energy here today because we're going to start learning authentication with React, and it's going to be super awesome, all right? So I want you to keep that energy up, even if you don't like my voice, even if you don't like my energy. I want you guys to keep doing this course, all right? You need to do this. You need to finish it. If you don't know React and you haven't mastered it, you need to do this, all right? This is going to be better for you in the future, so let me help you out. Let's go. So in this lecture here, what I want to do is I want to save the authenticated user in state. So the first thing that we're going to do is go back into our application here, code, and go back to app.js sets. And here's where we're going to be making those changes. So first of all, we need to import the user effect, and the state in here, because we need to keep track of the state. Right now is a very static value here, right? So we need to keep track of that, and not just keep track of state, keep track of the auth user state, okay? So we need to work with state. So let's go ahead and import this real quick, and use state is in that, and we need use effect actually, because we want to also load or save the auth user in local storage, right? Because we want to save that data somewhere. It could be in a database, it could be on local storage, it could be anywhere else, but we need to save it so that way we can access it all the time, not just in memory in the server, but somewhere. And the best place is right now in local storage, all right? So let's go ahead and use this. So the first thing is, let's go ahead and create a functionality here where we can check to see if state is actually available, right? So let's see, let me come back here, and I want to keep this. I'm going to make this an array here, and I want to call this set auth user. There we go. And let's just use state here. And let's just make this a function right away. So I want to put a ternary expression here. So let's go ahead and say, hey, listen, I want you to return this, and let's go ahead and play around with it right away. So let's parse this, and let's access local storage. And then we're going to either get the item, if it exists, right? Get item, and then we'll just say auth user. We'll put that auth user state there in a minute. But now once we do this, we could say, or set it to null if you can't find it, right? Just like that. So that way, not only are we setting a value of null, but we are also, if the auth user exists, we're going to get that information out into our state, all right? So yeah, once that's done, let's go ahead here, and actually you can put this all the way up here, and let's use effect, right? All right, so use effect, we'll do this, and once the component mounts or the application is available to the user, we'll access the local storage API here, and we'll set the item auth user. I think that's what we called it here. Let's make sure they're both the same, okay? And in here, we need to stringify JSON just to make sure that we can save it. Stringify it. And what we need to stringify is the guy right here, right? Perfect. That should do it. All right. And that should be saved in local storage. Actually, hold on. Make sure that we have this here. And you guys remember why we do this, right? What we're doing, why we put in this value there, right? Remember that this is a dependency array here. This is just going to make sure that this only runs when the auth user changes, okay? All right. So just make sure that you remember that. And remember here, what we're doing very simply here, we're converting the auth user into a string so that way we can store it in local storage because we cannot store this as an object, right? So remember that, okay? And yeah, I'm gonna stop this video right now because we want to make it short and sweet. And I'll see you guys on the next following lecture. I'll see you guys then, okay?